The healings of Serbian Saint Basil of Ostrog, who was born in Trebinje in Herzegovina in 1610, and whose relics still rest in the Ostrog monastery, are still widely known and retold, and the number of miracles associated with this saint is endless. One of them is described in the text of the Slobodna Herzegovina portal, in which the main character is a Muslim woman, Fatima, who suffered from a serious illness for 5 years, and who at first did not want to worship this Orthodox saint. As everyone in that area spoke the same language to Saint Basil, and everyone had similar troubles, they were all as two, even if they believed in a different way and professed their faith differently. So did the Muslim woman Fatima, at a time when she will settle forever in the hard rock of Ostrog, not the Herzegovinian one, but the Serbian one in Montenegro, from which you can see both the road and the river. In the monastery embedded in the rock, obviously intended only for holy people, about which Popovich wrote, on May 6, 1964, the Muslims, Asibguso, and Sivka Zyko, brought a seriously ill, also Muslim woman, Fatima, to Ostrog. Fatima was seriously ill. She suffered from some terrible spasms in her whole body for 5 years. The pains threw her into unconsciousness, and in that agony she shouted and insulted her loved ones. During those 5 years of severe illness, which turned into madness, they visited all the doctors, astrologers and herbalists with the patient, but there was no cure or help. They heard about healings from such diseases in Ostrog, so sick Fatima was brought by her cousin Asib, and neighbor, Sivka, to the upper monastery. When they brought her to the church where the body of Saint Basil lies, the sick woman shouted at the top of her voice, "I will not enter there." She repeated this several times, frantically trying to get back. The guardian of the church and the relics opened the church for them, and a little later the sarcophagus with the relics of Saint Basil, and helped bring the sick woman to the saint. With great difficulty, they finally succeeded. The patient's relatives managed to convince her to kiss the saint's relics, which she did. At that moment, she was overcome by a terrible convulsion and trembling, that it was terrible to watch. After she calmed down a little, a prayer was read to the patient. After finishing the prayer, she was only then seized by some terrible pain and convulsions, which caused her to sweat so much that in a short time she was all wet. That state does not last long. Unexpectedly, in front of all of us, she was suddenly overcome by some peace and tranquility, which was clearly reflected on her face. She completely calmed down, knelt by the relics of the Saint Basil and began to pray. It didn't take long, she got up all beaming and said to all of us, "Thank God and Saint Basil, I'm healed. Nothing hurts me." After saying that, she proceeded to kiss the relics of Saint Basil. Those present, amazed at this mercy of God, thanked God and his comforter for this strange healing. The patient spent that night quite peacefully in the Ostrog monastery, and when it dawned, she was the first to come to the matinee to once again thank God, who had healed her with the prayers of Saint Basil. The list of his healings is long and no one ever doubted any of them. Thank you for joining us on this profound journey exploring the miracle of Saint Basil of Ostrog, the healing of Muslim woman Fatima. Witnessing the extraordinary convergence of faith and healing transcends religious boundaries, revealing the universal power of compassion and divine intervention. If you were moved by this inspiring story, share it with others who may find solace in the miracle of Saint Basil of Ostrog. Like and subscribe to our channel for more remarkable testimonies of miracles, faith, and the boundless capacity for healing that connects us all. May the miracle of Saint Basil serve as a beacon of hope and unity, reminding us that miracles know no religious divides. As we conclude this enlightening chapter, may the spirit of compassion and healing embrace us all. Until our next exploration, stay tuned for more testimonies that illuminate the miraculous threads woven into the tapestry of our shared humanity.